farm school and I'm just doing a video instructional on how to set a trap in case I can't be there to help you. Okay, so it's super simple. This is the back of the trap. This is where the kitty is not going to enter. This is where you can do some work. So you got your very small dish that won't get in the way of the trip plate. That's your trip plate. And some food. You can even just put a can of food in. Don't worry about them licking their side of a can. That's like, you know, we can only hope you catch them and that's a problem. So, boom. You put that down and you're going to put this piece over because you don't want the kitty to be able to open it. You can't open it if you do that. Same with raccoons and stuff. Now, if you're concerned and the trap is on a hill or something and it's kind of teetering, which you don't really want to do, you can always clip this shut. But if you get a skunk, you're going to have to walk up, unclip it. Much more difficult than flipping it up and running. So if you do get a raccoon or a skunk, what I like about this is you can take a broom handle and just lift it and you can tilt it backward and it'll stay, usually. Sorry, tilt it forward and it will stay. So you're going to be covering it anyway, so if somebody were to try to spray you, it's not that big of a deal. It'll still smell like skunk around, but it's covered, so they'll just spray the towel or the blanket. That's happened many times. So just to be clear, you can lift it with any kind of hole, right, up, and then pull it forward, away from the trap, and it will stay still. You don't want to guillotine them. All right, so that's that. To set the trap, you're going to take, this has been out in the woods, obviously, these two rings up with a separate finger. You're going to grab the trap and pull it up. You can't pull it up until the rings are up. Okay, now it's up. There's a little lever right here that rests. Boom, it's trapped. I mean, it's set. So you can reach in this way or you can come in through this way, but at the end of the day, there's two little L's and they rest on each other and it stays open. Now, when your kitty comes in, you're going to put a couple little treats here, not many, like 1 or 2, because you don't want them to get enough meal. And then they're going to walk in and they're going to step on this trip plate. And when they do, it does this. Now they're stuck. There's no way out. The only time a cat's ever gotten out of this is if a kitty that flipped it and rolled down a hill and finally this opens. So hence why I have the little clip in case I need it. So really simple. 2 rings up, 1 pinky in, lift. Once you've got it up, you can let go of the rings, balance the 2 L's, you're done. Now, what's most important is that you're going to cover this trap really well. If you use a blanket like this, raccoons are going to shred it and it's going to get all caught up inside. As you can see, this has happened in the past. So a towel is best, but they're not always quite big enough. The reason you have to cover this is if you trap your kitty or a feral kitty, they are going to lose it and scratch and scratch. They're going to be scared. They're exposed, wind, rain, other predators. They can even take out their own nails. We've seen that. So you want to make them feel safe. So you're going to do this and you're always going to fold it back. You do not want it to get in the way of this door shutting or you've now lost the cat. So as you can see, it doesn't really tuck under, and that's a problem because you don't want it to blow off, especially if you're concerned about catching yourself a raccoon or something. Then you can take this bigger, thick thing that they're going to pull apart. So now they don't have access to it. And then you can just tuck it under, but you have to do a nice, even, steady job, or the kitty won't walk in there. If it's wobbling, they're going to be scared. So you can just do like that, or you could put a couple rocks down instead. You just want it to stay still. If the door shuts while you're doing that, which is common, you just come on back, get your food in there. Boom, see, I just did it. Get your food in there. So I tell people to put the blanket on first, but I couldn't show you how to do this with the blanket on. Put the blanket on first, put the food in the back, drop the back so it's a nice dark tunnel, 2 rings up, pinky in, pull it up, balance it, and you're in action. Now your trap is fully set and good for any animal that gets stuck in there. It's not fun for anybody. Please don't ever hurt any wildlife, skunk, anybody like that. We don't loan them for that reason. We're here to help all animals. So just wait for the kitty to go in. Now, another thing you can do if you have to watch it overnight and it's freezing cold and you know, You can see it from outside your house. Maybe your kitty's out in your yard or whatever. What you can do is, sorry, I forgot what I was doing. What you can do is you can do something like this. Now, you can shine a flashlight from your window at 3 in the morning. You're not interrupting your cat. You're not going to make her run away. And you can see, oh, because it's really hard to see a brown wire in the middle of the night. But now you can flash on that and say, okay, cat's not in there yet. Nobody's in there. But as soon as the tape is on the ground, you know the cat's in there. So pretty simple. You can do the same thing with just about anything that's bright and large. You know, you could use Mrs. Myers. Anything can go up there. It's nice and strong. And that way you know for sure if it's shut and you don't go outside until it is. I hope that's helpful. I know I've repeated myself a lot, but I think that sometimes helps people learn how to do it. Do you feel like you got it?
Yep.
Okay, she's gonna go catch her kitty cat tonight. Thanks. All right.